welcome back to my channel. So today is just a get ready with me video. Right now I'm about to go out, so I'm about to do my makeup. I'm thinking I want to do a really soft glam type of look with a deep red lip. So let's get started. So I'm just gonna start out with my eyebrows and kind of really do like a soft, not really too bold eyebrow. And really try to make it soft. I don't think I want it too bold this time, because I'm always doing a bold eyebrow. I'm not gonna take that much product. And I'm also going to just use that to shape the outside. Just use that to shape the outside of my eyebrows. And blend that over. And then just brush and keep brushing. And that's all I'm going to do for my eyebrow, because I'm going to clean it up. And then I'm going to do my foundation. And then after I do the foundation and then set it is when I'll go back into my eyebrows again and kind of fill in the rest of that. So I'm going to move on to the next eyebrow and do that. Alright, I'm not spending too much time on my eyebrows. So I'm just going to cut the outside of my eyebrows, kind of clean them up with the same, with just foundation. I'm not going to use concealer, I'm just using foundation because I'm going to highlight my brown bone with an eyeshadow that's pretty light anyway. So this is not an Anastasia product. This is actually an old concealer pot that I had put the rest of her stick foundation in and mix it with a little bit of bronzer to kind of darken it up, because it was a little too light for me. Blemish gets covered with this stuff, so that's why I kind of like using it. And as you can see, I scraped to the bottom of that little tube that she calls a lot of foundation, because it was not a lot of foundation in that. So I had to scrape the rest of it out, put it in this bottle, put a little bit of bronzer in it because I had gotten darker, and I have some left. Even though it's a pretty cheap foundation anyway, but you know, I'm kind of frugal. Alright, now that I have all that on my eyebrows, I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out and then cover the rest of my face with this foundation and kind of get a blank canvas so I can start contouring and doing what I need to do in order to start my eyeshadow. It's crazy because I can never like find a foundation that fully matches my face. Either I'm just not doing anything right, or I have a mismatched skin tone, but I find that I could finesse it pretty well. Honestly, if you know how to work foundation, you don't have to get it to match your skin tone. If you know how to finesse it, don't really worry about getting it too like on point, because there's always ways to finesse your foundation. Alright guys, so now that we have our foundation done, I'm going to move on to doing my eyes first, just in case the fallout. I can clean it up with concealer. So I'm just going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. It's beat up, I know, but I'm just going to take that palette and I'm going to use the soft colors that I love using. I love using these reds in this palette, or they're like pinky red, I don't know, but I love using all of these colors right here. But I'm not going to use those today, probably not. So, but I'm going to move on to these kind of 4 primary colors, because this is kind of, I want to do something softer since I'm doing such a bold red lip today. So I'm just going to use these 4 colors and then maybe one of these shimmers in the inner corners and on my lid. I'm going to take this tempura right here, tempura shrimp, something like that, and put that on my brow bone as a highlight. All right, now, so I'm going to move on and use this golden orchid. So as you can see, I'm kind of going from light to dark and transitioning down. And then you put the shimmer or whatever lighter color in the lid in the inner corner, however you want to do it. This is how I kind of stay on trend and how I do my colors, and trying to figure out how to do a smoky eye. I mean, it's kind of the same concept. You're always going from lighter to darkest, or from darkest to light. So that's the order I do most of my eyeshadows in, to kind of help me, I guess, like calculate how I'm going to do my eyeshadow and how it's going to look. So I'm going to go ahead and take Golden Orchid, and as you can tell, same brush gang. So I'm just going to do that and put that right under that tempura color. I don't know how to say it. I don't know if you guys can see it that much because my skin tone isn't that light to kind of see that color. But just in case, I go to a dark color underneath it and it kind of helps it transition a little bit more, then it's a needed step. Alright guys, now I'm going to move on to Burnt Orange right here. This is kind of like a taupey orange, if you can see. Hopefully this matches with my deep red lip that I'm going to do. Let's see. And then Burnt Orange is going to go kind of in the crease, and I'm just going to build that up. Alright, so I'm just going to continue to build up this burnt orange color and kind of smoke it out into the top, into those 2 lighter colors that I use, because it'll lighten it as I go to the top. Alright, now, so I'm going to move on to Raw Sienna and kind of put that right into my crease. I'm going to put that right into my crease to kind of see if I need to add in that dark brown in that corner to kind of really make the crease stand out. And I'm thinking I might. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this Cypress Umber right here, which is this dark brown, but still noticeably brown, so it's not too dark. And I'm going to put that in my corners or my crease. I'm going to put that in my crease. I'm just going to test the waters really quick and not do too much on my brush at once to kind of see how dark I want this to get. Okay, it's not that bad. Okay, I don't want to darken it too much. So I think that's good right there. Now I'm going to get a shimmer. I'm not sure if I should do the gold or if I should do this kind of sparkly diamond color. Vermeer or Primavera? Vermeer or Primavera? Vermeer or Primavera? I'm gonna go with Vermeer. It didn't turn out too much how I wanted it, but it will do for now. So I'm just going to go ahead and start doing my eyeliner and then put on some lashes, and then we'll move on to finishing the face and doing the lip and taking some NYX matte liquid eyeliner, the best cheapest eyeliner that you will get. Now let's pray I don't mess up. Okay, so now we're going to finish my face. Before we go any further, I need to set it really bad. So I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty stick in Truffle and contour my face with it just a tad bit. So this is how I just usually contour my face. I do all the regulars. I do my cheekbones, under my chin, my actual chin, and then the sides of my head, and then finally the sides of my nose. Sometimes I do like the middle and then under, but usually I don't really have to do it if I'm doing it quickly. Alright, now that I'm kind of contoured, I'm not going to do too much of a highlight. I'm just going to do my under eyes, and I'm just going to use my Fenty Beauty Concealer. This is in 330. And I'm just going to do my under eyes and maybe the center of my nose. And that's about it. Not even that much at all. Now I'm just going to set all that with my Laura Mercier powder, which I really need to switch. I heard the Revolution powder is pretty good, because this is so 2018. So packing under my under eyes first, not too much. I'm not really going to bake. I use the remaining powder under my nose. That's where I get the oiliest. Get some more on your brush. Dab. Especially around your mouth if you get mouth creases. And then forehead if you get forehead creases. And then the remaining should just go all over the rest of your face. Now going back to the eyebrows, we're just going to clean those up and kind of fill those in just a tad bit more. Not really too much more, but just clean it up. Because I noticed that the debris from my powder and my foundation can kind of get into my eyebrows and make them not as like bold as they usually are when I do them the first time. So I always go back in and redo them. I really should start doing them after, but I don't like the way they look after. So this is just an extra step that I take so that they're extra pretty and bold after the makeup is done. Now, can you tell the difference? This one looks fuller. This one doesn't. Fuller, not fuller. Alright guys, so on to my lashes. Now these are some lashes that I got off of Amazon. They were only, I think about $7, $8, maybe $10 at the most. And it's 7 pairs of lashes. Look how pretty these lashes are. So really cheap. I will leave the link down below of where I got these lashes because you need to get on it. Amazon lashes is where it's at. So what I do is I take the lashes. Now these are going to be too big for my eye, so I have to trim them down. So what I do is I take the lash. Now with these lashes, they're going to be the same on each side. You know, notice the little short lashes at each end. I'm going to cut one end. So say I want this on my right eye. So I want this little short end to be on the inner corner. So I'm going to cut this end of the lash. I'm going to take it and I'm probably going to cut it like down to here. So now I have my lash for my right eye. So say this is my left eye corner. I'm going to cut this side at about the same length as you did the other one, about right there, if it'll cut right there. And now you have your left lash. Okay guys, the lashes are done. Look how full and thick and long they are. I told you this was worth it. Alright, so I'm going to finish something on my face. I'm going to go in with this bronzer. This bronzer is old, okay? It's like, I'm going to say it's about 5 to 6 years old. Don't judge me, but I don't really wear bronzer that much, so it's lasted me a while. It used to be a blush, but the brush broke and spilled everywhere, but thank goodness the bronzer is still there. So I'm just going to do that and put that on my cheekbones and kind of warm up my face a little bit more. And then I'm going to go ahead and highlight my cheekbones with this small Becca, it's a Becca highlighter, but I don't need to see the name. Okay, this is a Becca highlighter in Opal. This is an old school, but I'm gonna use that and just highlight my face a little bit because it's a nice shimmer. It's very neutral. Now I'm gonna take my middle finger and then just dab it in there and put that on the bridge of my nose. And then on the button of my nose. And a little bit on my cupid's bow and maybe a little bit on my brow. Now I just want to finish the inner corner of my eyelids and kind of put a little bit of that old shimmer that I did on my lids. I'm going to take that shimmer that I did on my lids and kind of put that in the inner corners. Alright guys, now that that's done, I'm going to move on to I'm going to do a regular liquid red lipstick, but I think I want to incorporate this lip liner with it. This is in the color Prune. It's a NYX lip liner, and it's kind of a purplish, maybe burgundy purple, something like that. It's the color Prune, duh. But I'm going to do that on the outer corner of my lips and then incorporate this thread and kind of see how that looks. That might be more closer to the color of my shirt, so if it can match that, then it will be pretty. So as you can see, I have a cupid's bow, but I don't really like it when I wear lipstick, so I draw like a straight line over it to kind of give me a little bit more of fuller pout, pretty much. I'm gonna slightly just go over my lips, not too much, but just slightly. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my Stilla red lip. This is in Beso. And I'm going to go ahead and fill my lips in with the color Fully. Alright guys, so this is the red lip. Now I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a gloss over it. So I'm gonna take Gloss Bomb by Fenty Beauty and just finish it off with a little pretty white sparkle. Now I'm going to need something else to put this on because this and this, no, it'll ruin this. I think I'm gonna take a brush like that. And just dab that on. Alright guys, so I am done. I am ready. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to go out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this final look. It was really quick, really simple. Nice, soft glam with a bold lip. Let me know if you enjoyed this video down in the comment section below. Make sure you guys subscribe and like, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.